Good evening, ladies and germs. Welcome to Tuesday Night Speedrunning here on the Nick Carpy stream. And now here's your host, as always, Mr. Nick R.P. Green. Hello, everybody. Oh, I actually wanted to go to this. Oh, I broke it again. I broke it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I pushed too many buttons at once and I broke it. Now I think I'm going to have to go to a completely different scene. Yeah, we'll just get a completely different scene and then that'll unbreak it. And now I can fix it again. There we go. Oh. Got there I got there eventually. I knew I'd get there eventually. It just took far longer than I expected to do. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Sort my lights out. I'm looking a little washed out. I don't know. Hello, Vinesh. Hello, Corn Dog. He's from India. Wonderful. Hello, Sal. Yeah, I pushed the button and realized I'd pushed the wrong button. Tom! Evening. I pushed one button, realized it was the scene I didn't want to go to, and then pushed another button whilst it was transitioning, and that completely breaks OBS, and OBS is like, I don't know which scene I'm going to. So I then had to go to a completely different scene altogether to then come back to here. Also, I realized my gain capture is very high. I'm doing some experimenting with having all of my volume levels turned down a little bit, because post Prevent-A-Thon, I've realized that maybe, just maybe, I've always had everything a little bit too loud. So we're experimenting a little bit with that. I need to have a... Sound is something I've never been very good with. I've always been terrible at working out what to do with audio, and everyone always has lots of different ideas about what to do with audio and how to balance it and what's good. So yeah, I'm giving it a bit of a different... Everything's getting turned down a little bit just to see if that improves things a little bit. Hopefully StreamerBot as well, but we'll have to wait and see when someone uses an intro or something like that. But anyway, hello. Hope you're all great. We're back after I had a break for a week. Then we were back for one stream, and then we had another break because there was no stream last Thursday because I did my Prevent-A-Thon run on Thursday. I then I wasn't really around much over the weekend because it was Prevent-A-Thon all weekend, and it was amazing. There's no better word to describe it. It was an absolutely incredible experience. Outside of when I hosted for GDQ, the biggest team that I've been a part of for an online marathon, and just the reception to the stuff that I'd done and all of the work that everyone put in was just amazing. I just never understand the best way of handling like audio levels and like filters. Like, I mean, I obviously have some I have a limiter and I have compressor and stuff like that, but like going into like equalizers and stuff and trying to listen to my voice and decide, oh yeah, this works and this doesn't, I just don't have an ear for it. I don't have an ear for it at all. I have a bit of an eye for cameras, and as I say, I feel like my gain, that's better. I feel like my gain was a little bit low. For those who aren't aware, Selkoop who's in the chat right now, is the lead organizer for Prevent-A-Thon. And there's Pat the dog. Hi Pat. Right. Prevent-A-Thon's new mascot, which has been awesome all weekend, seeing Pat the dog pop up all over the place. It's been great. I'm from the UK. I am English, as you could probably tell by my accent. Although they then said bye, so maybe there we go. Hello, Cosmic!
I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east.
Welcome, buddy. So today's stream is going to be very much more Jade Cocoon, ready for Speedromizer this weekend because the fun don't stop. Just had an entire weekend of Prevent-A-Thon. Then this weekend it's Speedromizer, where I've got 2 runs on Sunday. The weekend after that I fly to Italy. The weekend after that, I fly back from Italy, and then maybe on the Sunday, I run for License-A-Thon. I've got to say, I'm getting a little concerned about License-A-Thon because, well, I've just said that License-A-Thon is, what did I say? Two weekends from now? No, 3 weekends from now. It's the last weekend of June, and there's still no news about a games list or anything. Like, this is the one where one of the organizers like approached me after I'd submitted and said, have you got anything else you could submit? Because at that time they were a little low on submissions. They had loads of time left. I don't know why they were that pressured about it. But yeah, it's like I'm going to Italy for a week if I'm going to be in this thing, I could do with knowing about it a bit sooner than a week before, because I'm not going to be able to do a tech chat. I'm not going to be able to do anything whilst I'm in Italy. Like, I need to have everything prepared, everything that I'm going to do, both like work, home, and speedrun wise, before I go. And if it's not already by then it ain't happening. I will have no access to anything whilst I'm away. So yeah, I keep checking on Discord to see if they've posted anything. I don't like badgering people. I don't want to be the person to post in there and say, guys, any news on the game schedule? Like, the submissions closed. Like, let me find License-A-Thon. I have just posted in License-A-Thon to say that I'm live, so I'm kind of hoping that no one's jumping into the stream to hear me complain about License-A-Thon. I'm not necessarily complaining, I'm just concerned. They posted on the 30th. Oh yeah, submissions closed on the 1st of June. So it's been 10 days since submissions closed. And we don't know anything yet. It's like normally I wouldn't be that fussed, but because I know that it's 3 weeks away, but for me it's only 2 weeks of prep. And if I do get something in, I could do a practice in it. I have submitted two games to License-A-Thon. One of them is the second speedrun I ever learned, so it's not that bad. I've been doing it for quite a few years, and picking it back up again won't be difficult. That's Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Actually, tell a lie, that's the third game I've learned. The second game I've learned was technically Sonic Generations, which I've only ever showcased once. For good reason. I was shit as it. The other one is Wacky Races, which like I did for 2 weeks and then left it alone. If heaven forbid, if they accept Wacky Races, I really hope they don't. This was what I put in when they came to me and said, have you got anything else you can submit? If they accept Wacky Races, then like Speedrun Tours UK development's going on hold until it's over, because I'm gonna have to practice like non-stop. Because yeah, I did that run for like 2 weeks and then gave up because I mean I was good at it. It was all right. You know, I'm pretty sure I can remember. But something, I keep saying this whenever I bring up Wacky Races, something happened last August. Something in that game happened. Something got discovered, because last August, like 3 people beat the previous world record. So some new skip or find or something got found. So I will have to learn that. But I'm kind of hoping they don't accept Wacky Races. It's not a very interesting speedrun. Really, you play as the Mean Machine, you get into the lead, and then you just drive and boost. There's not that much to it. There are glitches in it, but most of them are like so derpy and so unreliable that you just wouldn't put them into a run. You'd use them for ILs only. Yeah, very, very weird. Very so. I'll keep an eye out. As soon as I know something, I will post about it on Discord. But until that time, we kind of wait with bated breath to see if we're gonna get any news about License-A-Thon. And then once License-A-Thon's done, that's it. I think. I hope. I don't think I've submitted to anything else. I hope not, because I need a break. July is going to be a nice comfy month. I'm going to do nothing all July. It's going to be great. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. I've already started more Speedrun Tools UK development since Prevent-A-Thon ended. I was on my computer last night making changes and updating things. It's never going to end. In fact, just today, I've been working on my Blue Sky thread. So if you didn't see over the weekend, I will post a link to it. On the last day of Prevent-A-Thon, I did the same thing that I did with Speed for TLC. Is I posted a nice big long thread, all about Prevent-A-Thon, all about like all about the tech side of Prevent-A-Thon and how it all went, and my thoughts and things that I was going to come next and stuff like that. As I did the same for I've just posted it in chat. I did the same for Speed for TLC. So this one, Speed for TLCs, was very much kind of like a proper introduction to Speed on Tours UK because it was brand new. No one had ever seen it before. Whereas with Prevent-A-Thon, it was much more about, right, here's what went really well, here's what went badly and what needs fixing. But, we are much closer to actually having a public release. There is, I do know that there is another marathon this weekend. I think it's this weekend. That's using it, which is a live event marathon. I'm not involved outside of providing them with the latest version of the package and a bit of troubleshooting. I'm not involved with them because they're American. It's a live event, so I can't physically be there. But yeah, I believe this will be the first time that the package has been used like without my involvement, really. So I hope that goes well for them. They'll be using the very, very basic bits of it. Yeah, if you want to see if you do want to have a look at the thread, which Sal has pointed out is fantastic. Sal's only saying that because I absolutely gushed over Prevent-A-Thon in it and gave everyone loads and loads of praise. So yeah, I've just buttered her up. But the other thing that I have been working on today is oh no, there's another one. It's not Alara's that I'm talking about. I've got another one. But I do need to get on to like changes to send to Alara.
Liquid
Deagle!
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you point a weapon at your own brother?
Sunglasses. I think my sunglasses are downstairs. Could have really done with my sunglasses today. This morning, when I can hear Heidi typing on Heidi. What? Hey! Here we go.
A message from SGT Deagle, who has just gifted 5 subs. SGT Deagle is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to Nick Green's community. They've gifted a total of 87 in the channel. Thanks, SGT Deagle. If you got a gift sub, be sure to thank them.
Thank you, Deagle. That's 5, and now of course here we go. All 5. So that's Stone Age Philosopher. Id Catherine. Lucy Ramone got one. One for Sal. And one for Shiralol.
You came in handy as bait.
Brilliant. Thank you. Once again, Deagle, your generosity knows no bounds. Thank you so much for another 5 gift subs. Actually, I will have the list. It shows at the top of the chat. Sergeant Deagle in first place with 87 gift subs. It's insane. You're a madman. I don't know why do you love me so much? I don't understand. I don't know what makes me special, but thank you, Deagle. It's always very much appreciated, dude. I completely forgot where I was. I completely forgot where I was. Oh yeah, sunglasses. I thought I heard Heidi getting ready to type in the chat about sunglasses because Heidi's lost her sunglasses. I left my sunglasses at home today because it was really miserable and dreary this morning. I kept getting messages, weather alerts on my phone throughout the day that it was going to rain. You can frog now. Frogs for everyone. Yeah, messages that it was going to rain today. And then on my way home, it was really, really bright and sunny. And on my way home, so I get the train from my office to Aylesbury train station. What? Hey!
A message from HeidiHehe300, who has now subscribed on Twitch for 78 months. 78 is a lot.
78 is a lot. You've been subscribed to me longer than we've been married. I don't think I've ever really noticed before how the bot calls you Heidi Hee Hee. Heidi Hee Hee. That's it, from now on I'm calling you Heidi Hee Hee. Heidi's sat over there, which is why I'm looking over there as I say that. Heidi Hee Hee. Heidi Hee Hee. Yeah, that's your new name now, Heidi. Sorry. The bot has spoken. She's typing furiously. Okay, let's actually finally finish this story. Welcome Shirlol, new subscriber. Thanks to Deagle. Yeah, no sunglasses, rain stuff. So I get the train to Aylesbury train station, and then Aylesbury has an electric scooter network. So I hire an electric scooter to get home. When I say hire, it's just an app on your phone. You approach a scooter, scan it, unlock it on your phone, ride it home, park it up in one of the parking areas, and then click a button on your phone, and you're done, and you pay for it. It's about a couple of quid. And it's great. I really enjoy it. But because I didn't have my sunglasses on today, a fly decided to fly into my eye. Oh, thank you, Sal.
A message from Sel Kaufman, who has cheered 100 bits. Corgo 100, but seriously, you did amazing this weekend.
Oh, thank you so much. I did go back and watch the finale when I woke up on Monday morning. So I did appreciate the little shout out about me definitely being asleep because I was definitely tired. And everyone in the finale did an absolutely fantastic job of making sure that we hit the category. And you cried because you did. It was glorious. It was amazing. It was Prevent-A-Thon made a new PB. That was the end of the story about the sunglasses. The fly went in my eye. It hurt like hell. Yeah, fly. Horrible. Wish I'd had my sunglasses. Anyway, let's gush over Prevent-A-Thon instead because that's way better than the fly in my eye story. Yeah, absolutely incredible event. Is that a cat? Is that a cat in glasses walking? That's a cool emote. That is a sick hype train emote. If anyone else who got that hype train emote, that is because I believe everyone gets the same one. Oh no, I got a different one. I got a cat. I got something laughing hysterically, but I can't tell what it is. That cat did remember his sunglasses. I thought everyone got the same emote. Never mind. Anyway, back to Prevent-A-Thon. Prevent-A-Thon made a new PB for amount of money raised. They have now raised over 10,000 Canadian dollars in its lifetime for Little Warriors, which is a charity all about protecting children and rescuing children from like sexual abuse and other domestic abuse and stuff like that. Oh, that is a cool spell. T. It's an amazing charity. It's an amazing group of people who come together to put on these events, and I am so pleased and so proud to be part of that team now. Anyone who's been following me for the last few years will know how rough I've had it when it's come to working with marathons and speedrun teams. I've already left two. One I was barely part of at all. It's over 11k now. That's awesome. Oh, cool. Yeah, of course it is, because we hit 10k in the middle of the marathon and loads more. The final, if I remember correctly, the final total was 3,600 something. I'm on 3,615 Canadian dollars and 50 cents. So, which is amazing, landing at a lifetime total of 11,419 Canadian dollars and 50 cents. I don't know who donated 50 cents. Although with all of the with all of the different exchange rates. Obviously, I donated in pounds and it transferred over. The only thing I can tell you about the exchange rate is I donated 16 Canadian dollars, and that cost me a little over £9. So that tells you a little bit about the exchange rate. It is wonderful working with a team of primarily primarily Americans, primarily Canadians. They're all lovely, especially Cell, especially Alara, especially Cubs. I cannot thank Cubs enough for his help, support, and advice over this weekend. Cubs, at the start of it, Cubs was a fellow tech staff, and like a couple of weeks beforehand got promoted to tech lead. So Cubs has been the tech lead. Cubs it also runs off Cubs' computer, so like has it on Parsec, and we all dial in and do it that way. And like letting me come in with Speedrun Tools UK and sort of taking over like the development of the package and stuff like that. A lot of faith got put into it. It is still primarily Americans, even if it is a Canadian charity and Canadian organization. Letting me come in and do all of that, but not only that, but like absolutely throwing himself into it as well. The advice, the big thing for this marathon when compared to, is it really that small? I thought there were loads more Canadians. I need to start looking at flags. Start looking at people's flags. I know I'm the only British staff member, but I'm not the only European. Someone else is European. I can't remember the name. I'm sure Sal will know, and Sal will probably put it in the chat shortly. The big change when compared to Speed for TLC. I mean, there's loads of changes since Speed for TLC, but the biggest one on the stream was the Omnibar. Where for Speed for TLC, I had no tracking apart from runs, like you show up next and stuff like that. I had no connection to Tiltify or anything like that. And in fact, it was actually the donation total for that was a browser source on its own, pointed at a Tiltify website with some CSS to remove the background and change the font and stuff, because I just couldn't work it out. Since then, have worked it out, but Prevent-A-Thon uses their own version of GDQ's donation incentive and run tracker, and with Cubs's help and guidance, I managed to build that into Speedrun Tools UK. So this was the first time it's ever properly been demoed, and it had a lot of teething problems. I'm not ashamed to say that there were a lot of fixes that were needed. I think apart from maybe milestones, it's all fixed, but it's a difficult one to test, because the problem is in order to test it, you need to have a live and working GDQ style tracker, which they're not the easiest things to set up. So I don't have one of my own to use. In previous tests, I've gone back to previous GDQs and used all of their test data, but of course I can't manipulate that. I can't switch things on and off and all of that. Stupid to press F5 when I play with my Firefox apps. Bro. I don't quite understand that setting. So yeah, it was kind of like we had to make stuff up on the spot. All right, fair enough. We had to make stuff up on the spot, but in the end, it all worked, and it looked great. Milestones are funky because milestones never close. So like prizes and incentives and bid wars, you open and close them, but milestones stick around forever. Like once it's hit, it just stays there until it's it just stays there, because the idea should be is you go back and you see that the milestone was hit. And it's just they're quite difficult to work with because it's not something you can sort of manually turn off. unless you delete it or replace it with another one, which is what happened eventually. So I do still need to work on what I want to do with milestones. The quick and easy solution is that you tell the replicant not to pick up any milestones that are 100% completion. The problem with that is it means as soon as the milestone is met, it disappears from the omnibar, and I don't like that idea. I want the milestone to show on the omnibar complete, so everyone can see that it's been completed, and then it goes away, you know, later. I don't know. Maybe in that case, the solution to that is you tell the milestone, you tell the replicant to stop picking up milestones when they're 110% complete. So you know you only see it complete, and then once you then pass the certain, if that's even possible. I don't know if the milestone continues to update after that point. I can actually find out very easily, but now's not the time. But yeah, it did look funky, but we persevered. As I said, great work from all of the tech volunteers we had. The restreamers were great. The setup folks were great. Everyone adapted and worked with it really well. I actually, because I was doing most of the very early shifts, I didn't actually have that much interaction with some of the people who came sort of much later in the day after I'd already gone to bed. But from what I read and what I saw, it looked like for the most part it went well. People handled it well, and some of the feedback we got on Discord was really nice. The one thing that everyone really loved was the next game being shown on the intermission. It's something I'd always wanted to do when I was in Pixel Perfect. I always wanted it. I have somewhere, I think it's on my work laptop, I still have a rough design of what I wanted Pixel Perfect's intermission screen to look like, which included the image of the game display. That's going back like probably two maybe 3 years at this point, that original design. So yeah, as soon as I got the opportunity to do it myself, I was like, right, this is the first thing I'm doing. We did, and as I say, everyone really likes it, which is great. I'm glad. I was hoping people would like it. But yeah, it was an incredible time. It's definitely the best staff or backstage marathon experience that I've certainly online. It would be remiss of me to say it's the best marathon experience I've ever had, because I did do GDQ once. But if GDQ aside, and ignoring, that's a live event, it's very unfair to try and compare GDQ with an online event like this. Certainly in an online event capacity, this has been the best marathon experience I've ever had. It was amazing. I am so proud and so pleased to have the opportunity to be on staff for such an awesome team. I can't wait for autumn when we do it all over again. It's and hopefully Speedrun Tours UK will be out by then. There's further improvements that are going to come. I've got a brand new widget I want to make for it that Cubs has heavily influenced with videos, and hopefully we're gonna put on another fantastic show when the next one comes along. If you haven't checked it out already, go and check out Prevent-A-Thon. The easiest link is probably Prevent-A-Thon's website, because then from there you can find all the other social links. So please do check out Prevent-A-Thon's website. Just going to make sure that link definitely works. It is, and as I say, I don't like to try and dwell on bad experiences, but my past few experiences working behind the scenes with things. See, most people know that I had a falling out with Pixel Perfect, and that all collapsed and is dead. Before that, I was very briefly on staff with FTLG, and then left as soon as did a lot of people leave as soon as they discovered that they'd had a massive transphobe as one of the head organizers for 6 months and not done anything about it, which was just freaking horrible. And then MGSR's not a marathon, but that was not great. So to then come into this brand new experience, people that I was aware of, only a couple of people I really knew well, like a T3 I met at GDQ. I worked with Alara on a few things, mainly Prevent-A-Thon actually, and I was a volunteer for Prevent-A-Thon 4, so I already got to know some people through that. So this being my first big experience on the inside with it, couldn't have asked for anything better. It's been an absolute pleasure, and it makes me feel like all of the work that I've been doing, because there's been some times with this work with Speedrun, so I must have put in hundreds, probably closing in on 1,000 hours of work on Speedrun Tours UK, and there have been times where I'm like, why am I doing this? Is anyone actually going to use it? Does anyone actually care? And am I even going to finish it and release it? Who bloody knows at this point? But certainly this weekend has proved that there absolutely is a desire for it. It does work, and it's great. And we've got other marathons. Other people have approached me. As I say, I know of at least three other marathons that have got some version of the build. I don't know what's happened with one of them. I sort of gave it to them and they never really came back and said anything else. There's one, as I believe this weekend I've been troubleshooting with the lead organizer today and yesterday actually. And then Alara's got one in a few weeks time, which I need to send her the latest build because I fixed a lot of bugs over the weekend as well. But yeah, please check out the Prevent-A-Thon website. Go follow them. Follow them. Follow us. I'm part of Prevent-A-Thon now. Follow us on Blue Sky. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Well, the VODs are going to hit that later this week, including my Klonoa run, which was fantastic. That Klonoa run is now going to be my showcase for Klonoa going forward. So any marathon submissions I have for Klonoa, because it was only 9 seconds behind PB. So the time is great, the commentary is fantastic, so it's definitely going to be, that'll be my GDQ submission. I'm going to continue to submit Klonoa 2 to GDQ. It's never going to happen, but I'm going to do it every year until eventually they get tired. But we have now been listening to the background of Jade Cocoon for a good half an hour at least. So I think it's probably time we actually got into a run. How about it, folks? Alrighty. Jade Cocoon, Story of the Tamamayu. I haven't got my notes up. I'm gonna do a run with notes and then a run without notes, because I feel like I still need my notes just in case. I'm sure there's something I would forget if I didn't have my notes.
Elrond, god of the forest, source of all life.
All right.
He released his servant.
My notes are ready. My body and my notes are both ready. So let's do this. Neurons actor. Zainlith. Congratulations on a new world record. I did see on speedrun.com that you just broken the world record for this. Was this exact category? Yeah, NTSC EMU. 46 minutes and 35 seconds. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know if there's anything new that I haven't picked up on. But considering the marathon is only is this weekend, probably don't. And I haven't practiced this for a little while because I wanted to practice Klonoa. Nothing that would be useful for a marathon. Yes, I discovered very quick after watching your previous world record. I discovered, I wrote a load of notes, and the best note, my second note is for Mardrag, which is just attempt to capture it. Don't even attack. I found out after one run That's a very bad piece of advice and something you absolutely shouldn't do in a marathon. Definitely don't just try and catch a Mardrake. Attack it, for God's sake, attack it. Oh, how do you deal with grinding this game? Because like the very first like bit of the run, which is like RNG, it's frame perfect RNG manipulation. So that's how. I was going to say, grinding this game must be an absolute pain in the arse. For anyone who doesn't know this run, and you're gonna see it, it is 10 minutes of skipping cutscenes and then some gameplay. I wouldn't call it gameplay, I just call it some gameplay. There's a heck of a lot going on. Anyway, let's someone shout out a color. Whichever one of these 4 colors you wanna see the game's menus in, because that's an option that we have. I haven't actually given that option to Speedromizer. Cosmic has said pink. We're going with pink. One more minute be perfect up until Turturus. Not going to attempt the one during that fight because that's death if you miss the frame. No! Must stick to marathon safe strats. Do you need to change some of these? Instant animation cut stays on, speech goes off, subtitles stay on, magic effects and capture effects go off because it's faster. And we are almost ready to go. I haven't put in color options for Speedromizer. However, I have given character name, which I've never done before. I've never been able to give a character name incentive to a speedrun marathon before. The only downside is that character name entry is part of the speedrun. The timer has already started, and some of the options that have come up with by the Speedromizer community are, let's just say, confusing. So I'm gonna like waste a good 20 to 30 seconds just putting the character's name in, depending on which one wins. But let's get started, and we will do this in a 3, a 2, a 1, a go.
Start.
Thank you, Snake. Oh, Levon. Well, this is off to a bad start already. It's not ideal.
The festival.
Completely forgotten when I should be mashing start and when I should be mashing X. Let's see how we get on. I'm not expecting greatness from this first run anyway. This is very much a, can I remember what the heck's happened? It's been a couple of weeks. So Levon is him and his girlfriend Mabu. This isn't Metal Gear. And you're not Raiden's wig. Oh, forgot to push square. Though I see what you've done there, Priden's wig. I get it. It's because it's Pride Month, right?
Rick Hess has run away, has he? He's run off, you know. It's all hearsay. It seems as
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
He ran off. His son is still so young. Too young to become a cocoon master. Run away, will you?
I wish every month was as colourful as Pride. It's the one. I think it's one of the big downsides about being straight. You don't get to be as colourful. You don't have as much colour in your life when you're just a straight guy. I'm slightly jealous. Then again, I do have a rainbow tie, which is amazing, and I love my rainbow. I wore my rainbow tie for GDQ actually. When I was on the hosting desk. I had my rainbow tie and my waistcoat. I did see who the Doctor regenerated into. That was pretty crazy. And now we're not going to learn anything about it for forever because Doctor Who's filming is all up in the air at the moment. And Levant has been defeated by Minion. There we go. We're already 2 seconds behind. Wonderful. Levant, wake up! You are having a bad dream. I'll be honest, I haven't watched the latest series. Not necessarily because I didn't want to, but more because there's so much stuff on at the moment and I can't watch everything. I still haven't finished Andor Season 2. So far, that I can think of that I'm in the middle of, I got to finish Andor Season 2. I still haven't finished Invincible. Rick and Morty has now started again, and I'm an episode behind. There's like several other Star Wars shows I haven't watched The Acolyte, and I haven't watched the other one, Skeleton Crew. Heidi and I have only watched the first episode of the latest series of Black Mirror. Heidi and I have only watched the first couple of episodes of the latest series of Miracle Workers, because that we finally got access to watch that. I do have Now TV, so I could also watch The Last of Us. So, like, trying to then fit in Doctor Who on top of that as well, it just didn't happen. Oh, and I think Heidi and I are also like a couple of episodes of Family Guy and American Dad behind, because yes, I still unironically watch Family Guy. I've heard very mixed things about The Acolyte. I've heard some people say it's one of the best bits of Star Wars they've seen in a while, and a lot of people hated it. Mash, 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 mash. More mashing of buttons. I think that's all the shows I'm like in the middle of. But I'm sure there's probably more. Oh, I still haven't finished the final season of Sonic Prime. There you go, there's another one. I would try and explain what's going on in the game, but nah, y'all don't need that. I can confirm that for my run of this on Sunday for Speedromizer, I will be joined on comms by my teacher, whose name eludes me. Whose name is... Whose name eludes me. Zekia will be joining me on comms for my run. Hopefully they can also do a bit of a job explaining what the heck's going on in this game. It's a very, very confusing game. The story is very wild. Right, to attack this Pytamel, we're just going to attack it over and over and over again. Blast. Attack. It's going to attack me again. A big fire. We're going to attack him again. One more attack and he'll be down. Victory will be ours. Scripted victory. Yeah, we beat our first minion except it was all a dream. And now here comes Dream Man. We're going to attack Dream Man. It's going to be useless. It's no use. Oh god, we've got Delta to talk about. We had the Summer Games Fest and PlayStation and stuff happened. That all happened last week as well, didn't it? Right, go on. Minion's going to kill us again because it's scripted. So yeah, over. The trailer was pretty wild. So yeah, was it last Wednesday? I think was the Sony showcase or something. It was something like that. Oh, there's not even more movement here. It's just more mashing, waiting for cutscenes to pass. So yeah, during the PlayStation showcase, finally, gameplay. No, another cutscene. Yeah, there was a new trailer for Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. No, don't proceed. I want to go to the Watchtower. I'm gonna lose a bit of time. Lose a bit of time because I'm just chatting rather than paying attention. There we go. Metal Gear Online was indeed teased. It does appear that we are getting Metal Gear Online, which is fantastic. As someone who never played the original Metal Gear Online, I only started on Metal Gear Online with... you missed a lot. A lot of chat. I never played the original Metal Gear Online that came with Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. I had Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence on launch day, but I never had my PS2 connected to the internet, so I never got to play Metal Gear Online. I would hope so. The bit that sort of got teased was someone was lying down. Oh, you can press R2 to page down on the menu. Watchtower is 2 presses after leaving Garro's house. Top is 1 press. Oh, that's cool. Quit. Whoops, I'm not paying attention. Capture. We want to learn how to capture. So we're going to attack Arbitron and then capture. Thanks, Samuel. This is a scripted capture. This always works. And moving on. Before we move on, we are gonna back it up, go back in, and that gives us a... Oh, I got past it. That might be the first time. That might be the first time I've ever gotten past the... First time I've ever gotten past the first one and then immediately ran into the second one. Okay, so note to self for the future. If you get past the... Yeah. Oh. If you ever get past the first one, maybe move over to the right. Now we're going to do our first glitch. Hunter's Warp into the Blue Cocoon Master's den. Now, Nick, remember to go to the shop. I must go to the shop. There is a shop in town, and I must go to it. I often forget to go to it. In fact, I've had at least one run where I've done this exact bit, where I've reminded myself to go to the shop and then not done it. Oh yeah, Death Stranding 2 as well. I didn't watch the latest bit for Death Stranding 2. And then he forgets to push Push square. Right, shop. We want to sell this Valerian powder and buy 3 metas. I'm glad I kept my notes open. There we go. 2 hours of Kojima talking about all the vegans. Bloody hell. That was for, I mean, I imagine it was probably 2 hours of him, Jeff Keighley gushing over him. Because that's what Jeff Keighley likes to do. Right, now we're going to go capture Mardrag. He's going to be in this room. There he is. Come here, you. Right. Ooh. That is probably something I should do then. So we're going to slap Mardrag over and over again. Oh, this might, hopefully this is a question you might be able to answer. Is, trying to think of the best way of wording it. Is it a higher capture rate the less health they have, including being in red? So I hope this might be a good time. No, I'm not quite in the red. Like, if I was only just in the red, is it still worth doing another attack and that would improve things? Right, I'm going to use... no, I should only need... Yeah, I should only need 1 of these. I think I've had that in 1 of my runs. Right, come on, capture. Yeah, like, if you only just get a monster into red health... Right. Oh, first try! Nice! The RNG is with me for once. Oh, beautiful. And that's a gold split. A gold split, all because, like, I haven't had a decent run in ages where I've caught Mardrag on the first attempt. Thanks, game. This way. Into here. So I'm going to use that key that I just picked up. Oh, if I can go correctly. Get past these dudes. Make sure I don't run into that one. I've done that plenty of times. Ooh. Turn here. Oh, I just clipped it on the way back. Yeah. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit. We want to heal using those. We want to equip the silver crown, and now we want a hunter's earring to warp to the end of the dragonfly forests. That's been successful. I do need to start thinking about saving the game. Like, during the marathon, I should be saving it if in case like this fight goes wrong. Right, now let's fight Kikanak. So 2 of each Agni Seals for this fight. There's 1. And I will need to heal in the middle of it. Second Agni Seal. I'm going to need to heal now. There we go. Now onto the Agni Seal 2. Blast. One more hit and kick him is down. Nice. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Chat with them about the Calibab herb. It gives it us. And say goodbye. I love Kick and Axe music. It's really cool. All right. It's more up to the original 3-1 split seal since the seal 2 is worth more when you say. Oh, I thought it changed. I thought that had changed because it was what am I doing? Because Agni Seal 1 was worth more. To be honest, I never really paid that much attention. Right, into Spider Forest. Oh, okay. I should definitely go back to 3-1 then. I will be perfectly honest, I did switch to 2-2 because I watched you do it. That should be the correct position. And it is. Lovely. No, I couldn't quite get past it. And I'm dead. This is the dangerous bit with Spider Forest. I don't know if I have any. I've got 2 Metamorphs, so I should just use one. All right, we'll try that again. Yeah, I'm now going to go behind. There's no way out of it. But this is marathon practice. I should be doing no reset runs, regardless of what happens. And it's not that big a time loss. It's almost certainly going to prevent me from PBing now, but oh, bit too far in. And that wasn't far in enough. Come on, Nick. That's understandable, yeah. I hate this one. Nope, that wasn't far enough. I got really good at this one, and then I've taken a break for a week or so, and now I can't do it again. Except I did do it first time. Oh, we do get to hear the funky music. And now I'm too far in. And I can't do it the other way. It's not me, it's the controller. There we go. Right, that worm should... Oh, that worm's still there. Oh. That's annoying, because there's a spare item around that corner, which is sometimes handy to grab. Oh, I'm going to get attacked by this one. Yeah, there's a spare item around the corner, which I don't usually get, but if I do get tagged by the worm, then I will grab it because I might as well at that point. Oh, need the skeleton key. Now we move into here. We're going to have to wait for... Turn back. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can run past it without... Nope. As long as I don't No. No. Oh dear. That was just bad. That was just bad movement. Come on, retreat. Please retreat. No. Oh, please don't kill. Please don't kill me. Well, the first one's changing the arena. Retreat. Yay. Successful retreat eventually. Alright, that's Spider Forest done. Spider Forest is probably the riskiest forest for me, just because you tend to go into it with very little health. And if you get into a fight, there's a good chance you just die, which is exactly what happened. I have this nice big long... I have this nice long cutscene with the mushroom tree. It's a mushroom tree, and that's what we're sticking with. Doesn't look like anything else. There's definitely a tree that looks like a mushroom. It's a weird design choice. I think we can all agree that it's a very weird design choice. Right. Now we're finally going to actually get our minions. Which I feel like Marbu is not happy with this, because her response to talking to her is, "What now?" It's like, Garai's been taken away and hauled off. They're probably going to kill her. Why are you talking to me? Whoops. I'm just making a mess of this. Alright, off we go. We have our minions, and I can't walk outdoors. Must remember to start using R2 for menus. Whoops. Alright, this is where the game actually kind of starts. I would say there's sort of four acts to this game. There's the intro, which is the 10 minutes of cutscenes. There's the training, which is capturing monsters and preparing. There's the setup, which is capturing monsters and preparing. There's then the training, which is training your monsters so that they are of a level high enough to actually kill stuff. And then finally there's the boss rush, which is the end of the game. And this is the transition out of setup into training. As you can see, we're quite far behind now. And it's not going to get much better. But as I say, I do need to be doing no reset runs. I really should try and do a run where I save every so often. So that... Because there's... I would have backup saves ready for the marathon so that if I die, I can immediately load a backup save. Problem is because I've put forwards a name bid war for what my character's name is going to be, I don't want to then revert to a backup save because I'll lose my name. So what I really should be doing is saving as I go along, so I can revert. Which in a marathon setting is fine. I certainly don't expect to be getting a PB in the marathon unless something goes amazingly well. Right, I have no idea whether I need to... That is a Shulia. So what we're going to do now is we're going to equip Reed's Ketz's garb. And we're going to use the sleep sport. Use the sleep sport. Oh, don't worry, I've been in that situation before. Right, so I'm going to use... This is where I now need to go back and rethink it. two of these and one of two, but I presume I just use 3 of Agnes Hill 1 because Agnes Hill 2 will give me more money, or would I don't know. 3 Agnes Hill 1s might kill it. That's what I was thinking. And we don't want to kill the Shulia because what we're going to do now is we're going to summon Mardrag. And this is how training monsters happens. The monster that gets the kill, a bit like Pokemon, the monster that is credited with the kill gets the experience. And because my Mardrag is only level 3 and the Shulia is level 10, Mardrag immediately levels up to level 10. Going to hop in here, use the key that I got in the moth forest, in the spider forest to get that. And now we're going to head off in this direction. There are still some monsters I want to make sure I get past without getting into confrontations with them. Do you still need to heal up? We're now going off, and we're going to... This next fight is going to be where another skeleton key there for a bit of extra cash. This is where I'm now going to train Arpatron in the fight against Poacher. And this is where RNG starts to get a bit more tricky, because you start getting a lot more blocks. The enemy can block your attacks, and that's horrible. Right, so I do want to heal Levant. Using a meta, not a bitter. I've made that mistake before. Bitters are worth much more. And now we're going to fight the Poacher. Oh, I forgot to split the Shulia. So we're going to summon Mardrag. Start attacking Poacher. He's going to bring out his Gigoats. We're going to kill the Gigoats with Mardrag. And now we're just going to attack Poacher over and over. Until he gets into the red. Like that. We're now going to switch to Levant. Levant's going to do a couple of attacks to get him really, really low. In fact, I think I'm going to leave it there. Now we're going to summon Arpatron and do the same thing with Arpatron. Arpatron will get the credit for the kill on Poacher and will level up. I believe it's also to 10. Nice. And that is Poacher. That's going to be a gold split only because I completely forgot to... But that's caught up a lot of time. Well, I say that. Hasn't really. That was a really clean Poacher, actually. I was quite pleased with that. No blocks. No crits. No crits from Poacher. Which is always nice when it happens. Right, now straight back in. Because we're now going to move on to the second hub world of the game. This Shulia has respawned. It's Asher because of... Is it switched? Oh. Should have stuck to the top edge as I moved into this room. If you follow the line where the shade meets the light, you'll always dodge it. Ooh. Oh, no. Ah. Round these guys. Want to go this way this time. Over here. Oh no. The key that we got from Poacher lets us get into here, and we are now going to head off to the Nagi village, which is going to act as our second hub world. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to grab the spare skeleton key. Little bit of extra cash. I think I'll be all right, but it doesn't hurt to be safe. We're now going to head over to the Nagi village. We have another big long set of cutscenes. That'd be another. No, that would not be a time to save it. I'm trying to think of useful save points for the marathon. That would not be one. Because save it there, and then you've got 10 minutes of cutscenes to watch. It's not 10 minutes. It's nowhere near 10 minutes. So we're going to go shopping next. I have my shopping list. 4 sleeps, 2 mirrors, 5 metas, 6 excellence. Make sure I've got over 2,500 yen. So that I can then buy weapons and equipment. Yeah, I suppose at least with this bit we are just sat here not doing a lot and making it nice and easy on our hands. There's a lot of other speedruns that allow the use of turbo for getting through cutscenes. The problem with allowing turbo for this run is you lose half of the game. Half of the game is skipping through these dialogues. Add turbo to it, and you're not doing anything. You literally spend half of the game just sat there holding X, which is not great. So now we meet the, I want to say Nagi Elder. That's what I'm going to, I assume his name is. But his name is Nee. Mash, 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 mash. My other problem is I've never been that good at mashing. Oh, it's permitted for any % Japanese. I did not know that. I have considered trying to buy a copy of the game so that I could do a console run. I have a PS1, I have a PS2. But I understand that the PAL version of this is more difficult. It's more difficult to land the Hunter's Warps. Also, it's not cheap. Trying to get a copy of this. And of course, you got the age-old problem of PAL. PAL will run at 50 Hz, so it runs at 50 FPS. Oh dear. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. Right, it's time to go shop it. You have to be running to land it. Oh, great. Yeah, I think the only running one that I can do is the very first one. Right, ask about supplies. We need to sell... So we sell everything... Pretty much. We sell specials. We keep excellence. That's it. We've got a couple of great walnuts. That is very expensive and very good. Keep excellence. I've got 2 excellence. Sell 2 skeleton keys. Buy. There is a specific. I remember there being a specific like order of doing these. It's like I think you go down and do the sleep spores first. I think I've got everything. Yes. As you can tell, I'm still not overly confident with this yet. So buy little birds, equip it. Other sparrow ruff. Unready it. I didn't need to go and get that other key. I had plenty of time. I had plenty of money. Faster not, and just go mugwort, liquor, mirrors, spores. Oh, okay. Do it in the order that they appear. Right, into Beetle Forest. So we are now doing the sort of dream states. You're now doing the sort of the dream states or dark. I don't remember what they're actually called. This is fine. We do actually need to. We do need to fight one of these. So we're going to summon Arpatron. We want Arpatron and Mardrag to level up a little bit more. We just want Arpatron and to be level 12 for the next fight against the fire boss. I also pretty sure I should have used a sleep spore as soon as I got into the room. I can do that now, actually. Right, we do have to travel through the dream version. Around these. I want to be up top here so that I get round that first one. There we go. This way. Oh. Treats. Changing the arena to air. Hopefully this retreat works. Yay. We can use another sleep spore now as well. Use. I should have used that sleep spore slightly sooner. Nice. I can't. I wasn't 100% confident of that. I don't think I've ever messed that one up. All right, and into the fight against the fire boss. So these are there's 3 bosses that we're supposed to defeat to get their 3 emblems. We skipped the second one using the Hunter's Warp, but this is the first one, the fire boss. So of course we're going to summon Arpatron, and this is just all Arpatron. We don't even switch. Well, we might finish the fire boss off with Mardrag to make sure that Arpatron doesn't die. Here's hoping. What we don't want from Turturus. Oh, I forgot the bloody. Oh, I do this all the bloody time. Forget the damn mirror. So switch back to Levant. Use the mirror. As the Mirror of Deva prevents any status effects onto the monster. That's going to hurt Mikkel. should be okay. Luckily, Levant doesn't need to be out in this fight very often. Alright, now we can start actually attacking Turturus. Now, unfortunately, Turturus has already done the one attack that we don't want him to do. He does a mana attack, where he, instead of dealing damage, he will... I'm going to defend here, because defending gives me some mana back. Oh, I didn't know that poison also reduces damage that you do. Right, here I'm going to need to switch to Levant. Let's hope Levant doesn't die. But we need to heal Arpatron at this point. You usually do need to heal. Oh, I also got a special liquor for some reason. I'm not sure. I must have collected that from. No, that does kill him. Okay, that was awkward. And this is where I've been so many times before, where one of these fights shouldn't be difficult. We're just going to play this safe and just heal from here. So many times before I've got to this point and forgotten to use a mirror and it completely throws it. Keep forgetting to use mirrors. Keep forgetting to use sleep spores. And it's not good. Oh god, yeah, I do need to get another mirror. I've got plenty. I did have quite a bit of spare money because I went overboard with like collecting extra bits. So I'm still going to use... I'm going to use one sleep spore just so that I can get over there quickly. So when I go, I will have to go back to the shop later. To get another mirror and get another sleep spore. I still have a special liquor, actually. So I'll be able to sell that. If I don't have enough money. Into the crypts. Or whatever this is. To the top so that I get past that one. And you should use another sleep spore here, but I'm not going to because I'm... I couldn't quite get past it. Oh, he missed. Aha! And now retreats? Ha! Beautiful. That RNG. Oh, I moved too far in. Oh. And I forget to turn around at that one. I should probably concentrate a little bit more on the on my second run. Right, let's get this right this time. Mirror of Deva on Arpatron. Right, Tutorus, please be nice. Please do not hit me with your mana attack. I do not want to be hit with your mana attack. You can hit me with anything else, particularly that one. The fire attack does less damage if I recall, which would be nice. these. No! That's the mana attack. That's the one we don't want. That's the one we do want, because that does less damage. And defend, so that I get some mana back. Bonk. Now I'll switch back to Levant. Heal. Levant will take a hit. Oh, that is, yeah, that is quite a bit of damage, isn't it? Oh, still gonna get in one more mana attack. That sucks, because that's at least one defend now against Fire Boss as well, I think. In fact, there's no point in defending against him. I might as well just switch to Mardrag. One more. There we go. Nearly, well, not nearly, over 9 minutes behind PB pace. But Fire Boss has been defeated. We have quelled the doubt in the blue cocoon mage's heart, or something like that. I can't remember.
Who do you...
Very aggressive. Who do you keep in your heart? Now we are invisible. Because Hunter's warps make us invisible. Bling. The Hunter's Warp concludes. We get our body back. Arctic camouflage, huh? I do need to go back to the shop. Oh, that's not the shop. That's the shop. I'm assuming Ceterion is the air boss. The one that we skip. Spot supplies. We need to buy one of them. And a couple of them. And tell you what, why not? Since we've got the money, let's play this safe. A sleep status that can heal itself. Ugh. Yes, admittedly, I never finished my casual playthrough of this. I did start a casual playthrough and then realized very, very quickly that if I continued with my casual playthrough, I was never going to learn the speedrun in time. I have, however, done a slow speedrun where I've read every bit of dialogue and watched all of the cutscenes that we see during a speedrun, so that I at least understand what's going on. I've once again forgotten to sleep spore, so I'm probably not going to get past either of these. We should be able to get past one of them. Cool. Because if most runs died to them, that would have meant that this run is just not suitable for a marathon. I must say, now that I have another RPG under my belt, I would be tempted to submit this to, obviously I'm doing it for Speedromizer this weekend because it's the run that I got assigned. Or let's play this not safe. Go for the no. Oh, we're not that far into the forest. This run has been pretty terrible. Yeah, certainly watching your previous world record, I can see that there's a lot of grinding and hoping stuff happens. And yeah, you absolutely can't do that in a marathon setting. This is only the second RPG that I've ever learned. I also learned Pokemon Leaf Green. And I gotta say, I feel I've gotten the hang of this a lot more than I did with Leaf Green. Oh, another question you might be able to answer. Does using a sleep spore improve the chances of successfully retreating? I seem to have found that when I use a sleep spore, my retreat, I more often than not successfully retreat, but I don't know if that's just coincidence. I mean, I've just failed. So it could just be coincidence. Or right, then in that case, it's almost certainly just coincidence. I'm gonna have to just try and retreat. Come on, please retreat. Yay. Should have gone right there. That would have been quicker. Speed stat is the main thing, which is why we buy Little Bird. Oh, sorry, not Little Bird. Sparrow's Rough. Yeah, I did once have to do. You can't get past this one. I did once have to do a run where I didn't. I think I bought a Sparrow's Rough, but I didn't get to buy Little Bird because I'd run out of money. I still managed to finish the run, but I did notice that was a lot slower. Round and round the circle. Confident. Yep, success. Where's... Oh, great, the minion's not here, so I don't know whether I need to... Why is the little dragon not here? I now don't know whether I need to, change. And I don't like doing this one. Maybe I'll go back. I'm okay. I'm through. Have to fight this one here. Right, summon Mardreg. Yeah, I used to do it that way. but I kept finding that I failed the Hunter's Walk more often than not, so I switched and started doing it from the Dragon Room instead, and I've had much better success with that one. But I do know what colour the worm thing in that room needs to be to do that one. Now I'll switch back to Mardrag. Want Mardrag to get all the experience from this, because it's his fight next. Oh. One attack should finish that. I probably should have done all healing and stuff, although this is in a bad spot. Oh, okay. Come on, retreat, please. I'm probably dead. In fact, no, I'm not probably dead. I'm definitely dead. Oh, I'm not. Oh, I'm going to play this. Oh, this is so slow, but... In fact, I don't think it matters. Because it's... It doesn't matter. I need to just try and... hope an escape works. Huzzah! Shouldn't need to use any specials because they both leveled up. I can't get past this one. Come on, RNG, please. Yay. But that is now it. That is the end of the game. No more movement, no more exploration. We've got 2 bosses and the game is done. Assuming I don't die, which I shouldn't do, as long as I remember to mirror. I think I used my sleep spore in the wrong place. If I remember, you use the sleep spore the moment you move into the... Use sleep spore as soon as final Hunter's Walk finishes. I actually have it in my notes. Here is the Earth boss with his incredibly long nose. So this fight is all for Mardrag. So first, use that Mirror of Deva on Mardrag. No, I do the warp first and then do it. I'm not confident enough to do it before the warp. This fight is a lot easier than the fire boss. Mardrag's in a better position. Delphinel is nowhere near as nasty. And he should give us an opportunity to defend anyway. Don't think an attack would kill him there. He's going to defend. Some mana back. Oop. And now we're just Switch to Arbitron. And special this guy. Because the bosses that, I mean, despite being called the Earth Boss isn't actually the Earth element. He has no additional resistances or weaknesses. We don't have a weakness to him with Arbitron. He doesn't do more damage to us, and we don't do less damage to him. That's the Earth Boss defeated. Be careful here to make sure that you go into the status screen. Use those. That special liquor on Mardreg. There's not really much. Oh, Arbitron could do with some mana back. Right, final boss. And we're done. Regular attacks do less than half the damage of elemental attacks to boss minions. Quarter of the damage compared to elemental advantage attack. Right. So yes, in that situation, a basic attack from Mardreg would not have killed the minion. Yeah. I think I have it in my notes at any moment where you can just use. In fact, I think. Yeah, Shulia is the only time when you. That's the only time I've got in my notes to say you can finish Shulia off with an attack from Mardreg rather than a special. So we're going to summon the Dream Man, Father Dream Man, aka the Dark Chosen One, the chosen one of darkness. We're the chosen one of the light. I can't remember if it's the chosen one of dark or chosen one of darkness. Here he is. You know, I've never really noticed before that it does just look like he put a paper bag over his head. It's a paper bag with a hat on. It's not a great disguise. So Chosen One immediately summons his final monster, Kashidra. Kashidra is a very special monster because it can change its elements. Earth, so we want Mardreg. They do all have weird noses. Especially the Earth Boss. Kashidra's now immediately moving on to air. Because the arena is now air, Mardreg does get a slight boost with his attacks. What we're hoping for... Oh, that was nasty. The ideal finish here, he's now going to turn to fire and then he's going to turn to water. And what we really want to be able to do is to finish him off whilst the arena's water, because then Arbitron will have... Oh, Arbitron got a crit. Arbitron will have... Arbitron got 2 crits in a row. This is going to be the fastest final boss I've ever done. It's going to take 3 hits here. If the arena was water, this would only take 2 hits. Oh, and a dodge. Oh, there's a dodge from him. That's... And a crit from him. There we go. A 9-second gold split on the Chosen One. Thanks to a double crit from Arbitron. What a legend. Yeah. It's always the way, isn't it? We talk about this so often in speedruns. Whenever I want the RNG to go my way, it's always in a run that's already dead and, 12 minutes behind. It is still within the predicted time for the event, so that's fine. As long as it's under estimate. Ideally, for the marathon, I'd like it to be sub-hour. I made a lot of really dumb mistakes. Yeah, because I'm first run back after a couple of weeks of time, I switched gear and really focused on Klonoa last week because of Prevent-A-Thon over the weekend. And then Thursday there was no stream because I was running Klonoa for Prevent-A-Thon on Thursday. So yeah, it has been like 2 weeks since I last practiced this run. So that was just one run. The night is still young. Still got at least two more hours of streaming. Which could be 2 more runs. Probably not. But we'll see how we get on. This is a very, like, I do feel like there's the big mushroom tree in the background. I'm pretty sure the artists were on mushrooms when they made, like, you've got to be on some sort of psychedelic drug to come up with this. Because you have to heal between Earthboss and Kashidra, controlling the RNG is frame perfect. Ugh. Hey, I will still take the RNG and stuff in this run than 40 minutes of resetting Pokemon Leaf Green until I get the right Squirtle. Anytime you select a healing item, RNG updates every frame. How do you learn these things? I've always been... I'm assuming it's like delving into Cheat Engine and stuff like that. But I've not... It's something I haven't really delved into with speedrunning yet, in actually like investigating games in that way.
And only then will the accursed ones be granted repose.
It is something I'd like to do at some point. Understand, I use Cheat Engine to write auto splitters.
But it shall bear the seed.
But
responsibility.
But at some point I really should have a look at learning how to use Cheat Engine to dive into that kind of stuff. Right, well, I think that calls for a break. I don't want to save my splits because that poacher, I missed that poacher split. That poacher split was wrong. But I also do want to save it because I've got 2 new gold splits. You know what, I will save these splits. And at some point I'll just, in fact, actually, I will save them. And then just reset the poacher skip right now. Poacher split right now. Get rid of my best segment. There we go. Done. Fixed. That was easy. I should have a look at that. Oh, lots of clicking and ow. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break. When we come back, I'm gonna do a second run. I'm gonna try and concentrate a little bit more during the second run. I think I definitely do need to keep my notes up. Just for now. Yeah, I'm still not gonna try and do a run where I like save it as we go along. I think I will do that when we hit the marathon. I'll definitely do it in the marathon in case something goes. Don't want something to go so wrong that the run just dies. So I probably will save it during the marathon. But I've already got good ideas of where, like, there's a save point right before Kickenack. There's a save point right before, like, when we first enter the Nagi village. I think there's a couple of save points that would be very easy to just quickly use. So I'll keep an eye on that in the next run anyway. Yeah, we're gonna go for a break. So stick around, watch some ads, and we'll do another run shortly. And if you haven't already, I will post this again. If you haven't already checked out the the Speedromizer schedule, then what are you waiting for? Go check out the Speedromizer schedule and you'll see what time I'm running on Sunday in your time zone. I'm doing 2 runs for Speedromizer. I will be doing this. I'll be doing this first, and then a few games later, I will be doing Metal Gear Solid 3 because I'm teaching Metal Gear Solid 3, but my student dropped out. So I got offered the opportunity to just do Metal Gear Solid 3 on my own. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'll see you all in a few minutes. Alrighty, welcome back, folks. I hope you're ready for some more speed runs from Nick RP Green here on the Nick RP stream, because we're doing Jade Cocoon, and that's the end of that nonsense. Welcome back, folks. Alright, who's up for round 2? I can, however, confirm this will be the last attempt tonight. I don't know if I'll stay on a little bit longer afterwards, but I'm pretty tired. But also I'm in the office again tomorrow. Normally I'm in the office Tuesday, Thursday, so I don't need to be up as early on a Wednesday, but I'm in the office tomorrow instead, so I probably will finish the stream a little earlier than usual tonight, just to be on the safe side. Would anyone like to pick a colour? The first colour that gets shouted out in chat is the colour I will go with for the run. Keep that on, turn that off, subtitles on, turn that off, turn that off. Anybody at all like to pick a colour? I'm going to assume that means everyone else went off for a break and isn't back yet. Oh, I have a notification on. I have a notification on Twitch that I have completed Path to Affiliate 7 days ago, which is a little inaccurate. It was actually 7 years ago. Why Twitch is telling me again now that I've completed Path to Affiliate, I do not know. Cool, just making sure I'm not missing any streamer bot messages, because streamer bots decided to pack it in. Let's go. You know what? We're gonna go green, because I'm Nick RP Green. I want green. That's what we're going to go with. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, start.
Start!
Thank you, Snake. Right, it's time for 10 minutes of cutscene skipping. And remembering which bit I need to push start on and which bit I need to push X on. Shouldn't switch to X until I see the night sky. Here comes Louis. Goodbye. And skip to the dialogue. And now for some tossing and turning. I toss and turn. I can't sleep at night. Once I ran to you. Now I run from you. Tainted love. I can't remember the rest of the words. Except the bit obviously that goes dun dun. Run away, run away, run away. Your father was a coward. Your father was a swine. Here he comes, it's Dream Man. It's no use. Attack the Dream Man. Do 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 do. Front flare. Oh, I love that Minion does this. Really stupid front flip. Eh. Saying that, Levant quite often does a backflip after he, hits and then backflips away. Seems unnecessary. Oh, I forgot to split. Oh, right. Give my fingers a rest for a second. Only for a moment. Here they come. The swarm. It's a big whirling, swirling swarm of wee beasties. And Geralt's like, nah, get out of town. I really should actually do another run of this where not only do I... oh no, it's the flood. I do a run of this where not only do I read the cutscene, read the all of the dialogue, but also have the voice acting on so I can actually hear the voice acting. I know that Marbu is voiced by the actress who voices Jill Valentine in the Resident Evil series, and this was her first major. This was her first sort of like proper credit for voice acting. Speaking of voice acting, almost forgot to mention this when we talked about Wacky Races earlier. One of the leads of the Wacky Races speedrunning community does an annual video on the game and like updates and things that they've learned, because they're not just interested in as a speed game, they're also interested in like the development and stuff like that. And they've just recently released a video about some interviews that they did with some of the developers of the game to try and sort of learn some more stuff and things like that. But the interviews that he did were just over emails. So it was just him sending emails to these two developers. And getting an email response from them. And for the video, he wanted the developers' responses to be narrated. Didn't want to do it himself, and approached me and asked if I'd like to do it. Because Wacky Races starring Dastardly and Muttley, the Wacky Races game that I have speedrun in the past, was developed in Sheffield. I actually lived in Sheffield at the time of its development. I hadn't shared that with Haman before. When he approached me and asked if he said he liked the sound of my voice, presumably because I'm English, and the developers are English. But yeah, when he approached me and asked if I'd be interested, I said, "Oh, that would actually be perfect because the game was developed in Sheffield, and I lived in Sheffield when the game was developed. So it's kind of fitting." I haven't watched it yet; it has been released. I'll try and get a link. But yeah, if I say the voice of of one of the developers in that video is me. Which is pretty cool. It's always nice to be approached with stuff like that. You know, I've been sort of gushing a little bit lately about how much I've been approached about Speedrun Tours UK and people wanting to use it even though it's not released yet, which is great. I love it, and you know I'm helping those people out as much as I possibly can. But yeah, it was a bit of a surprise to get that message from Ham. I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'd love to do it. I do have some voice acting experience, not a lot, but I do have a video game credit for voice acting. I'm gonna put more welcome back. It is pretty cool. So I'm always whenever it comes to stuff like that, I'm always really flattered to be approached directly. Like there's been a few, certainly like this year in the last year, I would say there's been a couple of marathons that I've specifically helped out with, not because volunteer submissions were open, or I forgot to split for Dreamfight 2 as well. Not specifically because volunteer submissions were open or anything. I was probably aware of them, but because, you know, organisers for those marathons approached me directly and said, "Hey, we're looking for some volunteers to help us with this. We know that you're someone who's reliable and has experience in this area. Would you help?" And if you right, so remembering what Xenolith said earlier, I should be able to just hit R2 twice and I get to Watchtower. Beautiful. Oh, that's way quicker. Yeah, I am always extremely flattered when people come to me directly with stuff like that. Okay, holding R2 doesn't work the same way as holding down does. Unsurprisingly, I got a gold split because I forgot to split beforehand. Alright, let's start playing the game. And by playing the game, I mean do another set of dialogue. I love this. We need to go into the beetle forest and find the blue cocoon master. He's there. He's there waiting for us. That's better. Learn how to capture. Let's go attack once. Now you gotta be careful with mashing there, because if you try and attack Harpatron for a second time, then the blue cocoon master will get annoyed with you. And he'll be like, "Well, you're not listening to my instructions. You're never going to become a cocoon master like that." And then he just like bugs out. It's like the training ends there and then. All right, let's see if I can get past this first minion again. We're gonna do a transition first. No, I couldn't quite get around it. Oh, and it's attacked first as well. But it's not, the attack's not that bad because it's a level 1. It's not going to do any damage. And it's good to now know that this one is RNG. I've never been sure. Oh, there we go. Ugh. It's one thing that I'm really not very good at and would save me a lot of time, which is being able to get around minions better. Ugh, yeah, this is why I've been very very harsh on myself to do no reset runs today. Because in the past I have... Whoops. Oh, just messing everything up there. Shop. So buy... 3 metas. You suggested I buy a Sharb and sell this Valerian. Keep forgetting to push square. Yeah, buy a Sharb so I've got it spare in case Poacher goes badly. Was the advice you said. So we'll start. I need to add that to my notes. Right, let's go capture Mardrag. Now, last run, I got first try. Would be nice if I could do it again. Slap. Slap. Oh, that was a crit as well. That was nasty. I should heal. Menuing a bit off there. It's wriggling, which means this is probably gonna fail, and it has. I do wonder if I'm. Oh. I was thinking I might be dead if it's a special, if it's a horn attack. Wriggling again. Wriggling doesn't necessarily mean it's a fail, but it can. I'm gonna have to heal. Unfortunately, this is the first big major RNG moment. Wriggling again. I might have to attack it. Come on, game. Please. Nearly a minute behind now. Looks good. Yay, finally. All right, moving on. Oh, just got around that one. That was nice. Take a left. Take a right. We're going to get some Agni Seals. This is such a dope chest. Like, the worth that you get from opening that chest is... Oh! I started turning, but it wasn't quite enough. Oh, please don't kill me now. Oh, I'm bloody dead. Oh. Dumbass. Alright. We lose time. It's not huge, but it's still not good. that was really dumb. There should have been absolutely no reason for me to to get into that fight. Just me. I started turning, but I like tried to tap and turn, and that just wasn't enough. Oh, nice RNG on that. This one I'm still not comfortable trying to put silver crown. I don't need to. Probably should heal so that I don't have to heal in the middle of the fight. Well, I will have to heal in the middle of the fight, but I'll get down a lot. You need to be at full health. Is my point. One thing I haven't tried yet is running. It's like running into that and trying to grab it. Don't really trust myself. Right, kick and hack. Right, it's 3 Agni Seal 1 and 1 2. It's 2. We'll probably need to heal after this attack. Kicking Hack will probably get a double hit in. Yeah, he will. Meta. One more of these. And a 2 to finish him. Oh, that was nasty. That crit. Alright, that's kick and act defeated. We're 2 minutes behind, but it's fine. Learn about the Calabash herb. I like kick and act's music. It's really good. Alright, now for the dangerous bit. I may want to heal. Yeah, oh, I definitely will be saving at Kickenack in the during the marathon. And now my favourite forest, because music. Low, very low on healing items. Definitely make sure I get extra stuff. Oh, nice. Got round that worm. This is where I now find I'm not gonna have needed that. Oh wow, got around that one as well. If I now get through this without getting into a single encounter, that meta mugwort was completely worthless. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. Yep. Completely wasted that meta mugwort. But if I'd not used it, I'd have got into a fight and died straight away. So I just got to make sure I definitely get both spare skeleton keys just to be on the safe side. That's probably the fastest I've ever gotten through Spider Forest. I'm mashing. There's no need to mash until the little forest dude turns up. Here he is. Totoyamu pops in, goes, "Oi, what are you doing here?" And then disappears. Basically, it's a little more than that. That's basically the gist. It's basically, no, humans shouldn't be here. Go away. Everything you touch dies. is his argument. Nah, Marbu, we're not done yet. What now? Go purify. Right, I'm gonna make sure I get this bloody menu correct this time so I don't screw it up. Because I made a right meal of it last run. That was better. Touch equals dead. Oh. Mash in when I'm not ready for it, yeah. Ah. You want to try and walk straight into that, dude. I also love this cutscene because, again, if you've got time, if you're not in a speedrun and you're not mashing through it, the cutscene goes as follows. The advisor of the village is like, I accuse you, I've kidnapped you, and I'm going to sacrifice you because I'm accusing you of being the reincarnation of this goddess. And Garai turns around and goes, yes, I am, and turns everyone to stone. like, you know, he might have been a bit of a douche, but his issue wasn't unfounded. He was right. She was exactly that. It's just, she wasn't a threat. She was genuinely trying to protect the village. She absolutely throws her toys out of the basket. It's like, right, fine. If you're not going to do it my way, you're not going to do it at all. You either let Levant become a cocoon master, or you can all stay in stone forever. Marbu turns into Navi. To the Moth Forest. Back again and in. I haven't messed up any of my transitions so far. So this should be a Shulian. It is cool. I do remember. Right, it's 2 Agni Seal, 1 and use all my Agni 1s. Save Agni 2s. So I got 1 more Agni 2 at the end. Summon Mardrake. And this is the one point where Mardrake should be able to finish this with just an attack. Oh, crit. Nice. Right. I'd normally heal here, but I can't. The heck? Game? Okay. And that's a crash. I literally can't do anything. I have a feeling, because of the way I moved into... because of the way I moved into... Like, I moved out of the previous room and, like, I was disappeared in another room. I think what happened is that Shulia fight started just as I was transitioning into the next room, and like when the fight ended I'd moved into the next room, but the game still thought I was in the previous room, or screen rather than room. I think that's what's happened. I mean, this is I can't do anything. This is completely broken. This is broken beyond repair. There is nothing I can do. Well, I guess that's the end of that, right? At least I got a couple of the beetle key split gold split isn't really a gold split because that was because I'd forgotten to split other stuff. The Shulia split was genuinely a gold split though. That was a nice split. The same thing by putting the key into the slot in Moth Forest at the same frame you hit the screen transition, it'll play the cutscene repeatedly and crash. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of these kind of weird things. This is the first time I've definitely, well, I've had it crap. I tried putting this on my Vita, and there's some really notorious crashes on that. Welcome back, Cosmic. I broke it. Well and truly broke it. So I guess the question now is, what do we do? I do have enough time to run this back and start over. On the other hand, I could just load a save. It would be good. On the other hand, I could just load... I've got loads of backup saves. I could just load a save.
What the hell are you doing?
I wish I knew. We could just load a backup save, and go for it and just practice the rest of the game. Just probably... Or we could do something else entirely. I am running Metal Gear Solid 3 as well this weekend, but I kind of want to... I don't need as much practice on that. Should propose crash the game percentage. Oh, that's just me turning the emulator full screen. Yeah, that's pretty funky. Unfortunately, I don't think the only other thing that I could have done is reverse time in the emulator, but I don't think that actually exists in... I don't think DuckStation is capable of doing that. I know a lot of emulators are capable of providing a rewind function. But I don't think that's something that DuckStation can do. To be honest, starting over and playing through to the end, I could do. If I did an MGS3 run now, then I would definitely want to do some more Jade Cocoon on Thursday. In fact, whether or not I do a MGS3 run now, I'm still gonna do another run of Jade. I'll do at least one run of Jade Cocoon on Thursday. It's only that I do want to finish the stream a little earlier than usual, just because got a long day in the office tomorrow. Or we could just chill it. No, I'm not gonna head to bed just yet. It's only 10 to 11. Alternatively, I could just do like I could do some Speedrun Tools UK work and stream doing that. That might be. I haven't done that in a while. I want to start. I've got a project with it. I want to start. Actually, I'm not sure what I do. I don't want to start my new video project on it yet. Anything I do, anything that I'm doing at the moment won't be that interesting. The main thing that I want to do is trying to combine. I've got a couple of bundles that I need to try and combine together, which isn't very interesting work, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna go with one of the plans that I did suggest, which is I'm gonna load a state, and we're just gonna carry on. Just because it's good practice. Oh, that was not a save that I was expecting. Apparently, one of my global saves is Metal Gear Solid. that was kind of funny, wasn't it? Just oh look, Jade Cocoon. Oh look, there's Metal Gear Solid. And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that you Metal Gear Solid 3. So I will do a run or two of MGS3 very easy, because that's the other run I'm doing for Speedromizer. But then we'll probably finish with one more run of Jade Cocoon, because obviously I'm much better at Metal Gear Solid 3 than I am Jade Cocoon. I don't need as much practice on Jade Cocoon. Trying to figure out which bloody I must have a save state that's suitable. I suppose the very next thing I would have done is fight Poacher. Unless I've got a... Let me check one other thing first. Just game state 7. Oh, actually. I just thought I'd give it a try. Since I've got the save state. Okay, no, don't try and run into that. It's never going to happen. Right, let me just... Oh, no. Let me go back to the same save state I was on. It was save state 7. Turn around. And go backwards. Because there is a save point right here. And I can use this to load. And see if I've got a... Nagi Village, Barrier Gate. I've got a Barrier Gate at 3. I've got no memory card, so let's just see what this Barrier Gate capture, because that's Nagi Village, that's further ahead. If this is no good, which I somehow don't think it will be. I've got Arpatron and Mardreg. Arpatron's level 6. Oh, this is when I first learnt the speed run, which the old route used to be that after capturing Mardreg, you go back and get Arpatron and Mardreg and you use those to fight Kickanek. Besides on metal, I don't know what that is. I should do an on-metal run again at some point. It's been a while. Right. None of the saves that I have are actually on the memory card. Yeah, because the very first one we did, we put your name in. Right, but that means that the state that I had where I've started the Poacher fight is the closest to where we were at. Right, so let's fight Poacher. So summon. See again. Oh no, Arpatron's level 6. Yeah, this is weird. I don't know if I want to do this. Let's just go from here and see what happens. If it won't make much difference. It won't make too much difference, I should say. Summons his Gigo. So Mardrake being level 10 is correct, I believe. I don't think there's any issue there. Here I'm going to defend once just to get some mana back. Yeah, this feels right. It's only the Arbitron's like further leveled ahead. The only thing I don't know is what items I've got. So we'll just play it by ear, see what happens. Oh, crit. Switch to Arbitron. And this will definitely kill Poacher because he's level 6 instead of level 1. At this point, normally Arbitron should be level 1. Runs away. Use Hunter's Earring. Turn around, back in. Alright, so we're now back where we crashed. That was a very weird crash. It's always great when you get a crash like that in front of the world record holder who's put more time into this game than anybody else. And their immediate response is, well, I've never seen that one before. Let's go get that key just to be on the safe side. I thought it did, but I can't see where it is. I'm going to investigate that, because if we're in the middle of a run during the marathon only, if I'm in the middle of a run and a crash happens, I would rewind Duck Station to try and avoid it. Settings, emulation, rewind section. Oh yeah, rewind on run ahead. 10 seconds, rewind buffer 10 frames, run ahead. Simulates the system ahead of time and rolls back replays to reduce input lag. I'll certainly put it on. So yeah, it wasn't switched on, so I wouldn't have been able to do it at the time, but I've now got it on. I suppose I should check what hotkey it uses. Where are hotkeys? Settings, hotkeys. Rewind. I do not have a rewind button. Oh, whoops. I then set it and accidentally pushed it. I'm gonna go control backspace. Don't want it to be something. Oh no, not at all. You are never late. Never ever late. You are here exactly when you can be here or you want to be here. How you doing, Rorschach? Hey, I was late getting started as well. I just had a crash. A crash that the world record holder's never seen before. Yeah, the display was completely balked. Moved into a room and couldn't exit the room out the other end. Went back out of the room and I was invisible. And then when I tried to move into the room again, the whole thing just went like crazy color screen, couldn't do anything. I believe it was because I got into an encounter as I transitioned between screens. And so when the encounter finished, the game put me in the next screen, but the game thought I was still in the previous screen. And that, like, completely threw it. So I've reloaded a save state and we're just going from there because I couldn't be bothered to start over or do something different. We had a lovely chat about Prevent-A-Thon at the start of the stream, which was really good. Prevent-A-Thon was amazing. Hands down the best online marathon experience I've had working behind the scenes. It's unfair to compare it with GDQ because GDQ is obviously very different. And you know, when it comes to speedrun moments, finishing a run at GDQ and then announcing that you're about to become a dad for the first time, it's pretty high up on the list of things that are awesome. Right, sell. There's no point in selling mugworts. Sell the sharp. Sell these agony seal. I'm gonna have so much money because this save doesn't. No, I sell specials. Italy. Yes, I am off to Italy. Right. Make sure that that's 6. This is good. Oh no, own 5 metas. I'm gonna have more than enough anyway. So own 6 of these. 2 of these. Oh, and then after that, just go straight down to the bottom. 4 sleep spores. I've got more than enough money. Oh, wrong thing. Weapons. Oh, okay. I'm hoping with the way I do it now, I won't ever be short on cash. But it's still useful to know. Right. This is still gonna even though we're not actually speedrunning and there's no timer or anything, this is still gonna be good practice because I made a real mess of this last run. So yeah, I made the right decision to do it this way. I'm gonna try and concentrate a little bit more. Oh yeah, you always want to use regular mugworts in between fights. Right, so we want to use a sleep spore. Right, that is not purple, so I don't want to fight it. If these dragons were purple, I'd want to fight one. There should be a red minion that I can fight later on. In fact, I think, remember correct, so I don't use my elements don't usually end up like this. I think I can fight one of these because these are fire. Basically, it needs to be fire. But I think we actually run into. I want to use another sleep spore here. Oh, but I'm. Oh. Oh, I thought this one would be red. I'm pretty sure there's still something else red to come yet. Oh, it's not. Oh, I could have. There we go. That's what I was... I figured there was still one of these. Oh, but there's two. Okay, so I should have... Yeah. So I probably should have gone for the... Again, it doesn't... This doesn't... It doesn't really matter because... Because when I do this in an actual run, this is a really old save file where everything's a bit wonky. When I do this in an actual run, it's never that way round. It's always a purple dragon at the start. I'm not sure what to do here. I suppose I could just switch to Mardrag and finish this. Also, I've received a Discord message from one of the Speedromizer organisers. Yeah, I've never done this fight. I don't know if that'll put me back up to 10. I bet it doesn't. No, 9. Of course, it's only 9. In future, I'll never leave it this late. This is really slow. That'll put me up to 5. That's a couple of defense. That should be it. Only problem is I'm now probably going to need to use loads of... Yeah, I'm now going to need to use... Because I need all my mana back. Oh, this way. Off we go. I might be a little behind on items, I'm not sure, but... Oh, no, Zenith Cello should be good. God, the fire boss is freaky, isn't he? You don't get to see his avatar on when chatting much. But his avatar's even creepier. Right, I remembered Mirror of David this time, which is a good start. Let's hope for some nice RNG from Titaris. Would be nice. Out you come, Arpatron. He should be level 12 if I got all of this correct. He's level 13, he's actually a level ahead because of the double fight there. Level 13 is still not going to be enough to get through this in one without healing. Especially when he does that. You bitch. Switch to Deagle. Switch to Sergeant Deagle. Use on Arpatron. I agree. There we go. Tetris down. And then all we want to do here is just switch to Mardrag so Mardrag gets the credit for this kill. just because we want Mardrag to get some experience, because obviously he's doing the next fight. Actually, I shouldn't try and heal. Shouldn't try and heal the my minions after the fire boss, because as we go into, oh yeah, because as we go into the Dragonfly Forest, there are a bunch of encounters that we cannot avoid, and for every encounter you retreat from, your minions heal both health and mana slightly. And yes, the Tendai is a very nice backup. But complete RNG whether you get it or not. Right, into Dragonfly. This is where I could do with concentrating, because this is an area that I quite regularly mess up. That's pretty good odds. Right, sleeps 4. So yeah, this very first one is impossible to avoid. I might have wanted to use a I'm gonna use a mugwort as we come out of this fight. Right, this second one you do 100% avoid. There's going to be a third one here which you can't. I don't think you can avoid that one, but it kind of looked like I might have been able to. Double the retreat chance, so my speed is much higher. Oh, wow. 2 retreats and they both fail. At least he's only attacked me. Come on. Yay. Yeah, Mardrag and Arpatron are now fully healed. Ooh. Again, I'm not used to this configuration of elements. Oh. Can't avoid that one. Yeah. Come on, Deagle. Yay. Should be fairly confident with this one now. Oh. Cool. He is yellow, which is what we want him to be. Whoa. Look who's back on YouTube.
Thomas Manville just sent $10 for a super chat. Their message reads, "Cause why the hell not?"
Because why the hell not? And because Ryden's wig is not here to see you return to YouTube. Thank you very much for the $10, dude. It was very kind of you. That was optimal spiral placement. It was really nice. It's a shame this isn't a run, isn't it? I said spiral. I'm pretty sure it's... No, it would be spiral, not spiral. to Mardrag again. Again, we want Mardrag to get as much experience as possible ready for the next fight. Oh, that's a... Oh, and that's a bad miss. Oh. That wasn't even a hit. and now he's over there. Right, I need to have a look at... Right, Mardrag absolutely needs a heal here. Oh, no. And I have actually forgotten to use my last sleep spore. Oh, and I didn't quite get past it. Yeah. Yeah, this is... Oh dear. I'm probably dead. Oh, thank Christ for that. Right, I do now definitely need to heal. I just... How far back does that... Not far. That retreat doesn't take... I was going to, like... Probably should have used Mugworts on that rather than a meta and gone to full, but oh well. It's done. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that was nasty. 3 of those. And this is why speed is important. Without all of the speed that I've got, I probably would have died. Oh yeah, Levant never... Levant shouldn't take damage again, should he? Wow, 1 meta during kicking act. That's crazy. As in... Mardrag. As in, like, in the middle of fights, or actually throughout the entire game, so outside of fights as well. Wow, 1 in total is crazy. Oh, and I got a crit. Of course I got a crit. This isn't a run. That attack is okay, but it's a lot slower than the other ones. He's now going to do his stomp attack, so we're going to defend. Because the stomp attack does a heck of a lot of damage. Unfortunately, there was a good chance I was going to get a double there, but we'll do the double defend. That gives me more mana for later. Cool, I can do 2 specials with Mardrag. In fact, no I can't, because otherwise Mardrag will die. We need to switch to Arbitron now. Bonk. I cannot be arsed. Cannot be arsed waiting for all of that. Let's just get this over with. It's not a run. I don't care. Right. Here comes the final boss. Kushidra. This is not worth the wait. Summon Mardrag. I'm getting more confident with like button presses and what I'm doing. There's a lot of RNG with Kushidra, like how quickly he... Like, sometimes he'll do an attack and then instantly switch elements. Sometimes he'll instantly switch in elements and then instantly do an attack. So he's actually moved on pretty damn quick here as well. The worst thing Kushidra can do is get to his water state and heal. One of his water attacks is a heal. But ideally, we want to kill him now. Now he's healing. Bitch. That's the worst RNG. And he's got his massive laser, which hits like a truck. The thing is, I haven't got any healing items. I used everything to finish the... I should be okay. 40-second time loss. I don't know how much... This will take 3 hits to finish him. Oh, I've got enough mana. Assuming he doesn't dodge any of these, which Chosen One has a does have a good chance to dodge, but hopefully that would be the game. Get that son bitch. Cool. That was good. I'm glad I went back to Poacher and ran through the rest of the game there, because it's the bit where there's a lot of stuff that I can just make a mess of. It's remembering which items to use. This is definitely one of the most memory intensive runs I've done in the past. You know, there's a lot of games where it's, you know, there's a lot of skill. There's a lot of games where there's a lot of luck. This has quite a bit of luck in it, but this is definitely a one that requires you to remember a lot of stuff. It's not just simply get from A to B, which is interesting. It makes it a bit different. And I say, I'm still not a huge fan of RPG speedruns because they're not as exciting. They're not as interesting. It is watching numbers go up and down. I am really glad that I got given this. It's really nice to have another RNG under my belt, because Fire Red, Leaf Green was good, but it's not one I want to keep going back to. The opening 40 minutes of trying to get the right Squirtle is just horrible. And it's a very, very long run, and the RNG is even tougher on you in that run. But if there was ever a marathon that came up that was specifically, there are a couple of RNG marathons. Actually, there are some RNG marathons and there are some RPG marathons. I think if I ever got the opportunity to do an RNG or RPG marathon, I would submit this. I'd be happy to do this run again. Obviously, we still got this weekend. I will be doing at least one run of this on Thursday, but Thursday is primarily going to be Metal Gear Solid 3 practice, because Metal Gear Solid Thursdays. Yeah, that is going to be it for tonight's stream. Swap over to the big cam for the finish, so that we can have a nice chat. So I will post one more time in the chat the schedule for Speedromizer this weekend. Although I did just get DMs from Speedromizer. I want to just before I get you all to check. Just before I get you all to check what time the run is, I want to check that the DM that I've got isn't to change my time. And there's also been a ping on Speedromizer. Oh, the gaming 100 is 12 characters. I did put the gaming 100. Oh yeah. there will be a there will be a donation incentive. There will be a donation incentive to pick my character's name, because it's Tiltify that is the donation platform. There's no way of doing custom names. You can't bid and put in your own custom names. There will be a set of preset names. I basically I got told this yesterday. The schedule was updated 37 minutes ago. I wonder if that's what my Oh no, DJ Fatso is asking me about incentives for MGS3. Well, I've got one. Oh my god. Is it froggy time? Only thing with doing frogs or upgrading to European Extreme would be that it adds on a lot of time. And they're probably not after stuff that's going to add on a bunch of time. Yeah, let me have a... I want to... Now that you've said that it's been updated 37 minutes ago, I want to know... No, my times haven't changed. 17:45 and 21:35 on Sunday for me. So yeah, when I found out that I needed to have some set names already, I didn't want to come up with any because I'm shit at coming up with ideas for that. I basically just said to the rest of the runners in the runner channel, come up with your best names. Max 100, max 10 characters. Let me know. We came up with a short list, but there's 8 in there, and I imagine the organisers will knock it down to 4 because 8's a lot. You probably like spread the bids too thin with 8. But the 8 that I submitted were Jeremy, Bartholomew, first name, the game, HAW5042103, Fred full stop, no to disco, and yes to disco. I can tell you that HAW5042103 is another runner, part of the serial number of another runner's Switch 2. Presumably they were playing on their Switch 2 at the time, looked at their Switch 2, saw the serial number, and just put the first 10 characters in and suggested it. So, why use... I don't know. Someone making a big deal about my incentive. I don't know. Oh wow, I've now got a DM from another one of the Speedromizer organisers, also asking if I have anything for MGS3. In fact, DJ Fatso has asked if I'd toss up European Extreme as an incentive. If they're happy with the run going on longer, I would. But I'd probably be more interested in doing keratins. I haven't done a very easy all keratins run in a while, and I love all keratins. Shall we, before we finish, actually, how many people... We've got a few Twitch viewers who might have some risk it all and go for turn 1 Mardreg. I'm going to go no. As we have got a few Twitch viewers and we're talking about keratins, should we have a game? Should we do one game? One game of keratin or Gakko. Here's what's going to happen. If you're on Twitch, you can still play along on YouTube, but if you're on Twitch, I'm going to push a button on my stream deck. It is going to start a 30-second prediction as to whether a sound is going to play, and it's going to be a keratin or a Gakko. You'll have 30 seconds to bid Eli points, channel points towards it, on which one you think it's going to be. At the end of those 30 seconds, the bid will close. My stream deck will randomly play either a keratin frog or a Gakko duck, and it will then instantly reward whoever got it right. So let's play keratin or Gakko.
I can read you like an open
obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, you can't bid. There is no function on it, but you can still say in the chat which one you reckon it's going to be. It's complete 50-50 chance. I have no control over it whatsoever. I just push one button and it does everything for me, which is great. I love it. So get your bets in. Let's have a look. This is where now no one predicts anything and no one says anything. And that is exactly what's happened. I'm going to say keratin. It was a keratin! Yay! Yeah. Yeah. The house keeps all 0 Eli points. Wonderful. Let's... I think there's only one sound effect that really sums up how I can feel about this right now. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight's show. I was still half an hour early. No, I'll probably do a TFT before I go to bed or something. Yeah, we're going to leave it there. I'm not going to start anything else up or stuff now. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there. I've obviously got questions to answer the Speedromizer, so I should probably get onto that as well. So have a fantastic couple of days. I will be back on Thursday with some Metal Gear Solid 3. Depending on the outcome of the conversations I'm about to have, will determine what categories I'm going to practice on Thursday. But I will at least do one more Jade Cocoon run on Thursday because I want to make sure that I'm good. I should probably try and do some over the weekend as well. But thank you to everyone who supported the channel today. Tom, thank you very much for your $10 super chat. Cell, I'm pretty sure isn't here now, but Cell did donate 100 bits earlier on, and of course Deagle gave out 5 more gift subs. So my subscriber count is still nicely in double figures at the moment. It hasn't dipped below double figures in a very long time, which I'm very appreciative of. Because yeah, I'm Heidi and I are struggling a bit at the moment, so every little helps. Thank you all very much for joining in. I will see you on Thursday for more. Have a great evening, a great tomorrow, and yeah, I just needed to stall until I got to the end stream button.